this?
All right, so there's a new alpha male out there, right? Have you heard about this guy? Have you heard about this, Kevin?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what he is, okay? Imagine if you took Wes Watson, okay, Andrew Tate, mushed them together, but made him Israeli. So this is an Israeli manosphere guy.
I bet this guy's really likable.
People look at me as soon as I walk in and they're like, who is this guy? I look like I'm going to hurt somebody. I don't look like I walk into a place and I'm just coming to have a good time. I'm coming to eat lunch.
No, you don't.
You don't. You look like
When I walk in,
you look like every asshole ex-military guy that lives in Florida.
Yeah. I've been to Demolition Ranch.
Yeah.
It's like I'm literally.
Yeah, it's literally. You just look like a gun tuber.
Mm-hmm.
You have experience in counterterrorism?
For about a decade. You get trained for almost a year straight, and you get trained worldwide. That's why I've been to over 80 countries. And then after that, whenever there is a problem, if there's a terrorist right now in France, I have to go catch him in France. I was almost killed multiple times.
Yeah, dude, he had to get a terrorist in France, dude. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, well, you should Jason Bourne. You were Jason Bourne then?
Yeah. Jewish Jason Bourne.
I was in Project Redstone. You might have heard of it.
No, I haven't, actually. I only watched the Jeremy Renner Bourne movies.
I was very sad when he killed Clive Owen.
I had it on my TiVo, dude. Why'd you got to do that? I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen the original Bourne movie
No,
yet?
bro, it's on my
It's
TiVo.
about time.
I'm gonna watch. I haven't seen any Matt Damon movies, actually.
Ready to have my head chopped off.
He's
So a lot
gonna
of
have
people
his
at
head
home
chopped
will
off,
look at
dude.
it and say that's bullshit. It's because all the social media is bullshit. But if they don't think that there's people that are assassins in the world to save the
I do believe that there are people that are assassins. I do not believe you're one of them.
world so they could live the American dream, then they're out of their mind.
Have you ever anyone? Prefer not to answer.
All right, so here we have the pinnacle of alpha male delusion. I don't think it's possible.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. You don't want to hear Too Lazy to Try. I got you. It's been too much. No problem. I got you, man. We won't make you listen Too Lazy to Try it. Not a big deal.
used it.
Oh!
Yeah! That's
What is
right!
this knucklehead thinking about?
John Bravo, baby. We love him.
Out of 30 men at the same time with his own bare hands.
You know how many people today, you walk into a place, see a group of guys, go up to one of the guys, smack him in the head. The other boys go, hey, bro, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Relax. We'll call the police. What do you mean relax? Everybody gets beat up. Everybody gets knocked out. Everybody's going to sleep. Once everybody's asleep, then I ask what happened. Everybody's going to sleep. I trained martial arts my whole life.
Can I ask why, and it's not just him, but there is this rising trend of podcasts where these guys go on and just lie, and then the hosts are like, whoa, that's cool. Like, bro, I'm seeing it in every genre. There's, there's hackers that do it. There's former criminals that have their channels now. There's all these guys that just lie, and then, like, they go on podcasts, and people go, that's so based.
Well, to be fair, that guy did, but this guy, the podcast that he's on here didn't.
Because that's where he gets his wisdom from.
Of King Solomon.
This
earlier
guy.
in your Israeli.
This guy
That's
called
how
him
far
out.
up his own ass this guy is. It's hilarious.
We were talking earlier in your Israeli.
Yes.
And you just said you're a descendant of King Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is your first name's not King? Is it King?
No. Ben.
Ben.
I named
This
myself
guy was low-key fucking the entire time, too.
King once I found that out. And then I grew my beard. And I realized I have his wisdom.
And this guy is like if you took every alpha male I've talked about on this channel and combined them into one, and he might be more self-obsessed than
Out of everything.
the host seems kind of annoyed that he won't just answer his question.
What do you talk about on social media?
I have realized that because I talk about everything, yes, I go viral. Yes, everywhere I go, people know me. If I walk right now
I just found out who you were.
I
like,
don't know.
Literally
I still
today.
don't really know who you are.
down at the hotels, people recognize me. People take pictures with me. People run up to me, hug me.
What do they say?
I honestly thought you were in the Y at 6, so like I don't even know like what you want me to tell you here, dude.
Some people cry. But what for? What are you
Why would people cry?
He's like, but why?
saying?
But that's the thing, that every little reel has something else. So I talk about religion. I talk about relationship. I talked about women.
And also, like Wes, this guy's been to jail, or at least he claims he's been. I mean, who knows what to believe with him. He claims he's done everything. And it just seems like he copies all these other alpha males. Like, also a big thing with them is waking up early. You know, like the earlier you wake up, the more alpha you are or something.
It's
and
true.
The host tries to ask him what his day looks like.
Honestly,
and he starts
just a
talking
heads
about
up,
how
the
he wakes
earlier you
clocks
wake up,
in.
it doesn't make you an alpha male. It's just the earlier you wake up, the earlier you have to go to bed.
That's
the
true.
only thing that
I've been
changes.
getting up at 5 to go to the gym, and I go to bed at 10 now.
There you go. That sounds fun.
It is for me.
For 10 p.m. though, that's
Wait.
I'm fine with it. I'm an old man now, man. It's great. I get up early enough to put stuff in my bird feeders. I'm a happy man.
I hate getting up early. The
Simple
only
life for me.
I hate getting up early. The only good thing about being up early is that nobody else is. That's the only upside. Is that you're like, oh man, nobody's out here to bother me right now. You know what I mean?
Wake up at 2:45. Go to sleep at 9. I don't need more than 6 hours of sleep.
She's gonna lie for you even if she had to.
Women need 7 to 8 hours. As men, because we have testosterone, that is enough for us. We don't need more than 6 hours. And if you say you need more than 6 hours, just sleep faster.
If I catch you out at 10:30 one night, I'm gonna say, huh?
In Vegas, I was out. I didn't sleep right now for 48 hours.
There's things like these alpha males also, to even add to what you're saying.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. They brag about these things
The
that no one's like.
dumbest things.
Like Mersh, here's how I would say.
It's shit that kids lie about.
But he's saying it out cool. I've been up for 48 hours. Here's where if I was for 48 hours, I would go, dude, I've been up 48 hours. I feel like garbage. I couldn't sleep. Like I wouldn't be bragging
I am
about
so
it.
cool. I beat everyone record.
It's like, what record?
You just don't sleep?
Now I didn't sleep for 48 hours. Just now.
Why would you
You
do
could tell this host is just.
Well,
And the stories with this guy never end. Like, he thinks he's the most interesting man in the world. You know, I think he was also inspired by those Dos Equis commercials. You know, he saw those and then just started
Yeah, that's a
making
cool.
up
That's a
stories.
cool
And
fucking
every
12-year-old reference.
podcast, he has a new story to tell. And most of them, it seems like he'd be trolling, but he gets offended if you don't believe him. Like,
That's something else that a lot of these people, like, they're so corny, you think they're joking, and then they scream at you because
trying to be so serious, but his stories are just comical. And he claims to have done it all, and he thinks he's like the toughest man ever too. And he claims when he was 10 years old, his doctors thought his dad was giving him steroids because he was so jacked. And
yeah, dude, that's pretty. Bro, his dad was giving him that's how jacked he was at 11, dude.
then at 13, he slammed his dad through a coffee table.
Hell yeah, dude. How fucking cool is this guy?
Why is that cool?
How fucking
And then at one point when he was older, he ended up getting in a fight and he beat up 30 guys at once.
When I was
That's cool.
10, my dad took me to the doctor.
I mean, there were 3-year-olds, but still.
And he was like, what did you do to this kid? Are you giving him steroids? He's like, no, the kid doesn't stop lifting things, doesn't stop doing pull-ups, push-ups. So I don't know what to do with him. But as I was working...
Why would your dad complain?
Who would say that? Yeah, like if my
Your
kid,
dad would be like, oh, man, that kid's awesome, dude. He does pull-ups and shit.
Yeah, if my kid was just getting jacked and working out all the time, I'd be like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this kid. He's going to be he's going to be such a failure.
Out, I realized that my soul was higher than my body, and I wanted...
His soul was higher than his body.
Yeah, okay, King.
To expand my body so much so my soul will fit inside. And
your soul is not a thing that's actually tangible or physical. Your body doesn't need to get bigger to contain it. Babies have souls.
will not feel claustrophobic. From that point on, my dad knew he couldn't take on. Now I was 13. He picked up a stick, a wooden stick, and he went to hit me over the head. And I did this, and it broke. And then I took...
Bro! How cool. I told you this guy was worse. I told you I wasn't kidding.
How do you not have any real friends to at least run some of these lies by? So that, like, you know, because, like, it is, again, it sounds like childlike that they're trying to slip these lies past you. And any adults, like, that doesn't. None of that happens.
Took it
No, of course
out
not.
of his hand, threw it on the floor, kicked him in
But
the
again,
leg,
I hate these fucking show hosts that just sit there and go, whoa, dude, that's fucking crazy, dude.
picked him up and threw him on the coffee table. Coffee table broke in half. That's the beauty that we are actually superhuman. I fought 30 guys at the same time, and
that's cool.
Getting ready for this movie.
Okay, let's
done with you.
I just dropped down 30 pounds of muscle because I'm getting ready for this movie. So I have to look super fit, and I can't be too big. I can do flips. I can fight. I was a cage
He could do flips too.
fighter. I was doing acrobats as a
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
This guy's such a
young man. So for me, all of these things, I want to show them in the movies where people see, okay, this guy is like the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, so of course he's also
Yes, famed, amazing actor Jean-Claude Van Damme.
a cage fighter, and now he's trying to be a movie star. So he's got a fascinating life. And now apparently if you try to kick him in the head, his skull is so strong, it'll break your leg in half.
What I did find was a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, this one's wild.
Right across the street. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me, and he said that kid is special. There it was about 3:30 to 4:30. It was the time that I left school, and I would come to him. He would move all of the tables, and he would teach me kung fu. And
Like a movie, dude. He would teach him kung fu, dude.
I was 10 years old. It was different, and I loved it. From there, when I got older, I said, I really want to go and train with the Shaolin monks. And I went out there. First of all, they don't accept you.
How did you get in?
You have to
Train for the Shaolin monks, dude.
wait outside of the temple. When they let you in, they teach you things that are unbelievable. And I went and traveled to China and trained with some Shaolin monks, and they explained to me that the strongest part of the body is actually your skull. And if you train your skull for about an hour a day, bang it against the wall, after a year it becomes 4 times thicker than it really is.
You should try that at home. Bang your head against the wall. Do that at home.
Means that you become unstoppable, indestructible. You could punch them, you could kick them in the head. All they have to do is turn the head to wherever you're hitting, and they will break any bone in your body.
Yeah, so now him fighting 30 guys seems a little more believable. You know, I don't think he even had to throw a punch.
All right, I hear you too lazy, but hold on.
I know how to fight very, very well. I've taken on not
Monk loving kung fu master. Piece of shit. He's another asshole who says he's alpha. He went to prison. He gets out. He's a multi-millionaire by 24 years old. And now he's selling programs to people. He's even wearing that same white outfit that we see all these assholes wear.
See, this is why I like this Joe
Yeah,
Bravo
I know,
dude.
it's-
He's hilarious.
Color coordinated. And it got me thinking, where did they get this idea? And it's gotta be from Puff Daddy. Remember, Puff Daddy had all these celebrity white parties where everyone goes and they dress all in white clothes because they think it's cool. It means it's pure, but it really means they're pieces of shit doing bad, naughty things. I mean, we already know how much these assholes love Puff Daddy. But did you really have to copy him?
Man right here.
And I would come to him. He would arrive to the U.S. with like kung fu, you know?
Yeah.
It was different, and I loved it.
Everybody gets beat up. Everybody gets knocked the fuck out. Everybody's
Yeah.
going to sleep. I've taken on not 1, not 2 guys. I fought 30 guys at the same time, and they couldn't take
That's
me.
a good point. Daggerspell in the YouTube chat says, guys, your head's a shield. Use your head like a shield. Guys, if you're getting attacked, do this. Put your face out. Put
Simple.
it right out.
Simple.
Because it's the hardest muscle. And make sure to practice when you're at home by hitting your head against the wall.